Now, weather varies. I mean, it comes in all types, right? From tornadoes to hurricanes to snowstorms. Hey, you get rainbows, right? And so much more in between. As meteorologists, we still have our favorite type of weather and weather we'd prefer to do without. Just like you, yeah. And for most of us meteorologists, our fascination for the love of weather started when we were very young.
Yeah, so if you have a son or maybe a daughter who loves the weather, a summer weather camp might be a great way to spend a week of summer break and fuel that budding passion.
There you go.
So joining us right now is Bill Syrett, the co-founder and lead instructor at the Penn State Weather Camps. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. So why is a weather camp, wherever it might be, a great option for young weather lovers?
Well, good morning, and thanks for having me. Well, back in 2000, when Paul Knight and I started thinking about having weather camps, we realized weather weenies like ourselves growing up didn't have any friends that were interested in weather. So we thought it might be a good idea to get kids together and see that they're not as unique as they might think. There are quite a few weather lovers out there.
No doubt. Now, Bill, you're in the midst of 2 weeks of weather camps at Penn State at this point. Now, what ages are eligible and what will students learn during the week-long camps?
Well, the first camp is for slightly younger kids. They're entering grades 8 through 10. Most of them. We will accept other ages. And then the second camp that's coming up this week will be for those entering grades 11 and 12. They're similar in design. The second camp, we work them a little harder. It's a day longer, and we talk a little more about college since they're really thinking about that. We take them to weather forecasting entities that are in State College here. We do some analyses with them, talk about hurricanes, have a lot of professors giving them some information about some pretty cool things that these kids are interested in.
That's awesome. I wish I had a choice of a weather camp when I was little. Yeah. How far away do these students come from, you think?
Well, over the course of our camps, we've covered 43 states, Puerto Rico, Canada, China, and the Bahamas. This year, New Mexico and Puerto Rico, I think, were the farthest two for the first camp.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a lot of families that are tuning in, a lot of kids too, and obviously the summer camps, they're already underway. But how and when can families register for next year's, just thinking ahead for next year's summer?
Well, registration normally opens the end of November, beginning of December. And if you have an older kid who'd be in line for the entering grade 11 and 12, they should register early. That one usually fills faster. I would just recommend Googling Penn State Weather Camp, and the registration page should pop up. And there's pictures, too, from this year's camp.
We're looking at some of the pictures right now, as a matter of fact. So are there any scholarships available to help cover the costs?
Yeah, we have scholarships to defray costs based on either financial need or underrepresented groups. So by all means, kids should, and we have them write a little essay to qualify for the scholarships.
My gosh, what a great opportunity. Any chance you take some campers that maybe be in their 50s or something? Like a 54-year-old camper? Any chance?
Well, one of my colleagues, John Neese, does run a Road Scholars Camp. And so, yeah, we could do that.
I know John Neese, actually. I used to work with him right here at the Weather Channel. That's so cool. And Bill, really fast, when it comes to developing your weather skills, how young were you and what got you into the weather field?
I was 5 years old, and I just stopped being afraid of thunderstorms and became fascinated by them. Couldn't learn enough, and never lost the weather weenie bug.
My gosh. Well, thanks so much for this. I mean, this is incredible. This is starting a whole new generation, no doubt. Bill Syrett, co-founder of the Penn State Weather Camps. We really appreciate your time this morning.
Yeah, hope it's a great
That's
summer.
amazing.
Yeah, and the kids are having fun and learning at the same time. So
yes, indeed.
Really awesome stuff.